What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 9.
So nueve, huh?
Nueve. Espanol.
No hablas español.
Week 1 is in the books. It's one of those weeks where I contemplated not even want to do this anymore. Fantasy is just not fun after this week.
Yeah, for some.
For some, not for you.
Not for me.
It was a stinker. It was a stinker for a lot of teams, a lot of players. It was a weird week 1.
It was a weird week.
It felt like a bad preseason week for a lot of teams.
I mean, who would have expected games like that from Lamar, Burrow, Allen, even like Mahomes didn't have a Mahomes-style game. Who would have thought?
I mean, when Tua, Mac Jones, Purdy, they're all like the top quarterbacks right now. I don't even like talking about it.
Yeah, I told you last week, watch out for Purdy.
You did say it. You heard it here first. But week 1, it's in the books. We're on to week 2. Starting off the week, we got the Vikings and the Eagles. That's a tasty matchup.
This will be a good game.
I like that for Thursday Night Football. They both played well. Who are you liking in this matchup?
I mean, obviously you're going to have your standard guys, Justin Jefferson. I'll go with the Vikings first. So Justin Jefferson. I still like Madison starting as a RB1, so he's got to be in your lineup. And honestly, depending on who your quarterbacks are, Kirk is just super consistent. He's always going to get you that like 22 to 25 points, which, I mean, I would take that, absolutely.
I mean, when you got someone like Justin Jefferson and Hawkinson, I think a bad week for him is 18 points, and I'll take that all day, especially with what happened with all the other quarterbacks.
Seriously.
Especially against the Eagles. It has the makings to be a high-scoring game on both sides of it. Yes, they both have decent defenses, but the Eagles can ball out. With the Vikings, there's no one I'm really sitting or worrying about, at least at this point in time, because they all played well. I mean, they took a loss, which I didn't see happening, but
I had a parlay on that. I was not happy with their loss.
But everyone played well. That's what you like to see, even in a loss. Everyone did solid. Justin Jefferson did Jefferson things.
Oh, yeah.
On the other side of it, Eagles kind of the same thing. Not many people that you're not going to start. It is concerning. Goddard put up a goose.
Yeah.
And then
I still like Goddard,
a
lot. The one I was kind of iffy on, even before the season started, was Swift.
Yeah.
He had a rough game, and I've never been a huge DeAndre Swift guy. Yeah. I thought he would get a little bit more volume than he did, but that was definitely alarming.
I got him I had him in a couple leagues. I'm considering just dropping him so I don't have to worry about that headache. I know as soon as I drop him, he'll have at least 2 games where he's solid, but
he'll get picked up immediately.
Yeah, I don't want to have to worry about when is it going to happen. When's it his turn? But he's probably the only one I do not want in any lineup whatsoever. He doesn't belong there.
You're starting Hurts, you're starting the receivers, and Devonta Smith, AJ Brown. Like I said, I would still start Goddard. He's a solid tight end option, especially because the tight end position is so thin. Yeah. You're not really going to have many other options out there that are going to do better than him. And he won't put up another goose egg this year, I would bet you.
Yeah. And Smith and Brown proved they both can coexist and put up decent numbers. For sure. And then the next matchup, we got Las Vegas and Buffalo. Yeah. At home. Buffalo had a rough game.
Put up a stinker.
Yeah. This is a show up or show out type. Yeah. Or get out.
I think Josh has to go off this game.
Yes.
4 turnovers last game. I would say that's arguably his worst game since coming into the league. It's up there.
Yeah.
It's definitely in consideration for it. And a lot of it, there's really nothing you can even say about it. Like, it was just bad decisions.
Yeah, it's one you just don't want to talk about.
Kind of throw it away.
Yeah. That's what they have to do. Short-term memory.
Throw it away and
don't even worry about it. But it's a game where this is going to be a Devontae Adams game, I think.
Definitely.
He'll pick it up because I even think Jacoby Myers is probably going to be out.
Yeah.
The way it was looking. So he's really the only receiver I would start for them.
For sure.
Jacobs clearly is going to have a day because the Bills prove they can't stop the run at all.
Jeez.
Defenses, I'm probably not messing with either of them.
Yeah.
The Bills' D was okay. They got you.
I thought they did all right yesterday. I mean, they at least kept them in the game for a majority of it. But yeah, defenses I'm not thrilled with either.
Yeah, I don't see Garoppolo putting up more than 250, 260 on them.
No.
And then on the Bills, you're starting all the receivers.
Yeah.
I do love Knox and Kincaid. I think both of them can perform decent for a tight end if you're hurting for one, if you don't have one of those.
I like Kincaid. I liked his first game. Yeah. And then I liked him lowering his shoulder on that one when he was trying to get the first down. I liked that out of a rookie.
Right after he saw Knox do it, he did it. You know? He just said, hey, I'm here too. Yeah. So, yeah, I like all of them. It was a little concerning seeing what they were doing with the running backs for the Bills. Yeah. I mean, Cook was popping off runs. He was quick, explosive, and they're like, all right, get out of there.
Give him the ball more.
Yeah, I think they'll ease him in a little bit slowly. And then
the Jets
weeks go on.
They have a really good defense, you know, so you got to take that into consideration with this past week. But, yeah, definitely starting a lot of the offense.
It was just an odd game for them.
Yeah.
Then you got Baltimore and Cincinnati, two teams that, what were they doing week one? I feel like this is going to be another big game from both sides for both quarterbacks at least. I mean, two guys that got paid this year that did nothing. Right. You know, who do you like on the Ravens?
I like Lamar, obviously, and then as long as Andrews is healthy, I'm plugging him in 100%.
That was rough.
I still like Zay Flowers over Odell, personally. Yep. I don't know if I'm starting Odell right now. I'm gonna like I said last week. There's a few guys. Just give him a week or two. Mm-hmm. Let's see how they progress with the offense, especially because that was his first game with them too. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going with Lamar, Mark Andrews, and Zay Flowers. And I mean, you could even think about Hill or Edwards out of the backfield. Yeah. You know, Dobbins, out for the year. One of them have to step up. So.
Yeah, Hill had a couple touchdowns. Yeah. I think he did, and he did well. Yeah. I mean, Gus, he's usually solid. So either one of them, you could probably even start both of them if you needed a running back for some reason. I mean, I would only target Hill personally, but that's another one of those backfields. If you got something else, don't worry about that headache.
Yeah, that's one where I'm not playing either of them unless I have to, unless I'm thin. Right. But they could be a good plug and play.
Yeah. And then I think Burrow has to ball out after this one.
Same with Allen. Like we were just saying, you don't see that from Burrow. No. But, I mean, again, he missed pretty much all of camp, all of his preseason. So
you're going to expect some rusts. Right. I mean, then there was the, rumors that him, Chase, and Higgins all having some falling out, but no, that's not about that. Yeah. You're going to see it come this week. Him and Chase will connect. I think those two will have huge games. Yeah. Mixon, I mean, he'll be solid too. And this will be I think Higgins is going to have a big game too.
I had a star next to him on here. I think he'll, he put up a goose egg. Yeah. Again, when is that going to happen?
No.
Watch him put up I'm going to say 32 this week. He's going off.
Yeah?
Yeah, 32 playing.
32
Actually,
32 points?
I hope he doesn't get 32 points because I'm playing against him this week.
True. So I hope it's all Chase.
A goose egg.
Yeah. And next we got Seattle and Detroit. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I mean,
there's a lot of guys I would play in this game, honestly.
Yeah. The only one I'm kind of fading is Lockett.
Yeah.
I mean, DK is going to be the guy there. Walker, you're starting him. Geno, I mean, if you need a quarterback, you could. I'd start Goff over Geno personally.
I agree.
But yeah, that's what I'd have for. That's the only one I would really fade is Lockett for Seattle.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And Lions, I don't know. I thought they would give Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit more action week one. Maybe they're just trying to ease the rookie in. I'm playing both him and Montgomery. Yeah. I think they're still going to split for a little bit. Like Ian said, I'd be more than comfortable playing Goff. I think he has, a lot of options out there. And then, obviously, his number one option, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's a must-start every week.
Yeah, and Laporta, if he's out there still. I didn't see many drafts where he was drafted. He might be on waivers still. If not, grab him. People probably already snaked him after week one.
Yeah.
But I'm starting him.
Definitely.
With Gibbs, I mean, the good thing is the head coach acknowledging, hey, we know, we took him early. We drafted him first round. he's just they're breaking him in, and that's one heck of a game for his first game.
Yeah.
When you have to be like super pumped what you saw.
He was elusive.
Yeah,
He'll
he'll take over.
So definitely.
I don't see Montgomery holding the lead back roles. For
No, I think he'll get like red zone still, but I think the bulk of it's going to go with Gibbs just because of his ability to catch it out of the backfield too.
Yeah, PPR Gibbs will be the better option.
Definitely.
Yeah. And the next one we got the Chargers and the Titans at Tennessee. That one, I mean, not too pumped about it, especially with the concern like Eckler's already might have an injury, so go get Josh Kelly if he's available.
Definitely.
Because he popped off towards the end. Keenan Allen did pretty well. Yeah, I was a little concerned with him just getting older, but they still got that connection. I mean, all the receivers for the Chargers, you can
still starting Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Obviously Herbert.
Right.
I mean, they had a shootout with Miami.
Yeah,
that was a good game.
That was a tasty one. And then the Titans, to me, it's only Hopkins and Henry.
Yeah, and I'm not even like huge on Hopkins right now. It's more so Henry. I mean, if you have D-Hop, it's a juicy name, so he's going to be in most people's lineups. Yeah. But
I mean, if you have him as a flex, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be great. But yeah, if he's like your number one or number two, maybe not that great.
Not great.
But yeah, maybe check elsewhere. Other than that, there's no one else I'm touching with the Titans.
No.
And we got Chicago that was terrible, and then they're at Tampa.
Yeah, that was kind of shocking. Chicago, I thought. I thought they would have. I mean, rookie quarterback stomping on you. I mean, Aaron Jones was Aaron Jones, but Jordan Love looked good.
Yeah, he did look good. I mean, he didn't look rusty. He didn't look like anxious. He was confident. And it's concerning again with Aaron Jones possibly being hurt.
Yeah.
My question would be if Aaron Jones is out, if Love is still going to be as good, because Jones was the bulk
of that
offense.
He's a security blanket for him, for sure.
That's the only thing I'd be worried about. But I mean, if Jones is playing, you're playing him. I mean, Dylan's, similar. Yeah. So it's not too much of a drop off.
No, I would agree with that. And I mean, obviously you're playing. I mean, we're talking about Bears Bucks right now. Not Green Bay.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That Bear game was good. Yeah. But, can you tell who stumped it up last week?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're still playing Fields. He didn't have a great game, obviously, week one. But I'm starting him. I'm starting Moore. I'm starting Herbert.
Moore, I'm a little worried about.
If he's a flex, though.
Yeah, true. I mean just with Mooney being the guy, which I stashed him, and I would keep him if you're just keep holding on to him just in case, use him as a little trade bait later on.
Definitely.
I mean, you're going to start Moore regardless. It's just temper expectations with him,
Right.
And then Komet was solid. I mean, for, again, tight end, if you don't have one of the top five, he'd be a solid option.
For sure. Bucks, I said it last week, I'm only playing Evans and Godwin.
Yeah.
That's it.
True. I mean, I loved the fact that Evans got a ton of work.
Yeah.
I was shocked, actually, with that, with Baker.
Yeah.
And then White, I was a little concerned with. Hopefully he has a bounce back game, but I'll give it two more weeks with him. But if not, then
you're chopping block.
Yeah. If third week, if he has a solid game, trade him. That's it. It's just Evans and Godwin, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even starting Baker.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, there's no point.
No. Rather play like Kyle Allen.
And we got, he'd probably be better than the Josh that we got right now.
Most likely.
And next up, we got Kansas City and the Jags. I like this game.
Yeah.
It's another one that can be a high-scoring game there.
I think Kelsey, if he comes back.
He's coming back.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back. I think watch for Chiefs having a revenge game here, but I don't know. Jags could be good too. I mean, they had a close one against Indy. I was surprised that was that close. But yeah, I'm starting Mahomes. I'm starting Kelsey. I'm still starting Pacheco.
Yeah,
I think he showed some flashes.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the Jags, who do you like?
I mean, you gotta keep Ridley in there.
No,
I mean that's a no-brainer.
Lawrence week one after a year too.
Yeah, absolutely. The only one I'd be concerned with is going to be Kurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of an afterthought.
Yeah.
Ingram, I would have liked a little bit more looks
got
there,
some
but
volume.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he was setting up for some scoring drives there, so that was good to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, anyone you can play there between, Ridley, Ingram, Lawrence, ETN. I'm starting all of them if you have them.
Yep.
Because that could be a high scoring game if Kelsey plays.
Yeah, I think he'll be back.
Yeah.
If what they're saying is true, like, I think he'll definitely be back. I guess he was like fighting with Andy Reid that he wanted to be out there last week. So
yeah, which you love to see.
You can bet. Hey, but when Diggs was having an issue with, let's not get into that. But yeah, he'll be playing for sure.
Right, and then a stinker of a game. Now we got Indy and Houston, which
this is the poo-poo matchup of the week for sure. They will stink.
Besides Pittman for the Colts, no one. I wouldn't even start him unless you had to.
I had him here. I wouldn't. I mean, he had a good week 1.
Yeah.
But I'm not starting him.
No.
Or, I mean, Dameon Pierce, too. I would play him.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I mean, if you needed, like, Nico Collins to play, you could.
You're
but
scraping the bottom of the barrel now.
It's one of those things. If you took running back heavy in your draft and then you had, like, Deontay Johnson for, like, one of your stud receivers, now he's out. If you had another receiver that's out, and you need something, I mean, sure, you take a number 1 on a team that, I mean, if for some reason the Colts start scoring, I mean, they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit, but yeah, outside of Pierce, there's no one with the Texans to touch.
Yeah, that's it.
There's just no point. And then next up, we got San Fran and then the Rams, which San Fran's just...
They look good.
Start them all.
Sorry, everybody. Debo. Even their offensive line, plug them in. They could get you.
They'll get you 2 points at least.
I'm telling you, depending on your quarterback situation, I'm playing Purdy.
No.
Every game that he played last year, in the playoffs last year, and this year, he's consistent.
Right.
And he's just got weapons everywhere you look. Kittle, Debo, McCaffrey, Ayuk. What a game by Ayuk.
That'll be the only thing is it going to be Debo or Ayuk that's going to have the crazy game?
And because most people's depth, Ayuk was on a lot of people's bench. Shout out to Rosico. But,
yeah.
I'm starting everybody on them. And their D.
Right.
Their D is just lights out.
Yeah, especially against this Rams team right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, if you got anyone from San Fran, you're starting. And then with the Rams, I mean, it's the Puka show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know who that is.
Puka Nakua? Like, who would have thought? I mean, start him now, I would, while Cooper Kupp's out.
Yeah.
If Cooper Kupp comes back after week 4, he's obviously going to plug back into wide receiver 1.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
For right now, I would say depending on his volume, he's a good flex.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be starting Jefferson right now at this point just because who knows. And then Higbee, might be a solid option, just a little dump off against this defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they might need that.
For sure.
And Stafford, I'm not starting at all.
No.
Don't want that whatsoever.
Nope.
And then the Giants in Arizona. The Giants have to, you got to imagine that they're going to have to come out firing or something.
How do you get beat that bad?
40-0.
At home.
Yeah. But I mean, what a perfect game to be able to bounce back to against the Cardinals, who
the Cardinals stink.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nobody that I'm starting on the Cardinals except maybe James Conner, but
he's the only one.
And even the Giants, the only one I'm starting is Barkley.
I would start Barkley or Waller. If you need a tight end, I'm starting.
You know how I feel about Waller.
I know how you feel, but
I'm not a Waller. I mean, obviously,
he's their only weapon that they have to use.
Dude's a bum.
Yeah, bum on a bum squad. But yeah, that matchup, there's really no one. Yeah, just Barkley or James Conner on the flip side with Arizona. And then we got the Jets against Dallas. I'm starting Dallas D every week now, especially against Zach Wilson. I get the Bills didn't expose it, but they also prepared for how long for Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying that Zach's trash, but he's not.
He's not great.
Yeah.
Threw the ball right to Matt Milano and stared it down the whole time.
Yeah. So I'm playing that defense.
Definitely.
And then of course you got Lamb, Cooks, Tony.
Pollard.
Yeah, I'm not starting Dak just because
And especially against the Jets D.
No, they're decent.
They have a good defense.
I'm
honestly starting the Jets D too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're that. I mean, I think the Bills' offense is better than the Cowboys' offense, and they made the Bills' offense look non-existent. Mm-hmm. So I'm playing. Their offensive line it's one I wouldn't want to mess with.
No.
Or defensive line. I'm sorry.
And with the Jets this game, the only one I might consider is Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Just they show that he's the guy there.
Is Garrett Wilson hurt?
No, but he didn't. I mean, I get that he had that crazy, weird touchdown, but that was, to me, a fluke.
I'm still plugging him in, though.
I can't.
Just because, you got to look at it this way. If you drafted Wilson, he went in the first or second round.
Yeah.
You have to play him because you're not going to have that much depth taking a wide receiver that early.
No.
He's going to be your number one option. So you have to, I think you have to play him.
I just don't like him against the Cowboys with Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if like you said, if you have to start him because, he's your probably first or second pick, you'll have to play him, but don't expect him to get more than 15, 20 points. I don't see that happen.
Right.
And then we got Washington at Denver. This is another kind of stinker of a game that you're really not.
This was up there for poo-poo match of the week.
Right.
I mean, there's Scary Terry. But
that's about it.
I'm not starting Russ personally. If you're thin, he'll get you 15 to 20.
Yeah.
I would say, and maybe Cortland Sutton, maybe, but that's it.
Yeah, I didn't even write anyone down on my list just because I didn't want anyone from this. If I can avoid it, I'm not playing.
Me personally, I'm not playing any of them.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
But if you're thin, you could.
Yeah, Terry. I mean, you're always playing him.
You have to play him. Yeah.
He's probably your flex or your number 2 receiver if you have him. So of course, I guess you have to. And then we got Miami and New England. This could be a fun one.
AFC East matchup.
Yeah, in New England. Might not be a crazy high scoring game. It's tough to win in New England regardless.
Defense is good.
Yeah, defense definitely is good. But with that being said, you're starting Hill, Waddle.
Tyreek Hill might be the best wide receiver in the game easily.
Right.
I would say easily right now.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's unbelievable how good he is.
Yeah,
he's just so fast.
It doesn't, and he's got Tua. Tua's not that great, but he did play well.
460 something yards.
I get it. I mean, if he stays on the field, he might be solid. I'm not playing him against New England D though, unless if you have Hill and you want that stack, sure, do it, because then Hill's gonna have a touchdown or 2 this game, I bet.
See, I'm playing Tua.
Yeah,
I think last year if he didn't get hurt so much, he could have been in the MVP discussion. Uh-huh. He was on pace to be have the most yards in the league, passing yards in the league.
Yeah.
And he has Hill and Waddle. Those are 2 of the best receivers in the NFL. I'm throwing him in. He doesn't even have to throw it long. He can just throw a quick 10-yard crossing route, and he's gonna get you 20 yards right on that just because they're so fast. Yeah. So I'm playing Tua if I have him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not sitting anyone from on the offense, at least for Miami at this point in time. Yeah. And then with the Patriots, I don't know what they're doing with running back. I guess you could maybe do them both. Elliott looked decent.
Yeah.
But Hunter Henry's the one I would want to play.
Yeah.
Because, he was getting a ton of targets. Yeah. He got some solid fantasy points there for you. I'm not starting Mac Jones.
No, absolutely not.
He's probably staying on waivers. You don't need him. And if you're hurting that bad for a quarterback, chances are you're coming in last place anyways.
No, just... thanks for the donation, pretty much.
Right. And we got some Monday 2 games. The one that I like, of course, New Orleans. And then they're at Carolina. Derek Carr looked fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it. Michael Thomas clearly is going to be relevant.
Yeah.
As long as he's healthy. That's the only concern you probably have with him. Olave, they picked it up. Those 2. So both of them you could start.
Olave had a good game.
Yeah.
Good.
And then, I mean, running back, you know what you're doing there.
Still playing Jamal Williams.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
No reason not to. Plus, you probably don't really have too many people to not start him.
Right.
You know, and then Carolina,
Nobody.
Miles Sanders.
Maybe.
Yeah. If you.
I mean, he did okay.
Yeah.
He did okay.
He went early in drafts, so you probably have to.
Yeah. I mean, I drafted him.
Yeah.
I used my running back 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's in my lineup.
Yeah.
So I'm playing him, and I think he'll get more value.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the first game. So, I mean, yeah, if you have him, start him. But that's the only Panther that I would really start at this point in time, at least, until you see more. I mean, Thielen was not Thielen.
No.
We're definitely
I'm not
pumping the brakes on Thielen.
Yep.
We were pumped, but not anymore.
Now we're deflated.
No. And then the nightcap with Cleveland at Pittsburgh.
I like this game.
It's usually, they always play well against each other.
Yeah.
It's never like a super high scoring game, but it's always at least competitive, fun to watch. With Cleveland, I'm hoping that Amari Cooper starts getting a little bit more work.
Yeah.
Watson, I'm probably not starting him.
He's still a bubble guy for me.
Yeah.
And like we said before, if you're thin and you have to, plug him in. But the Steelers' defense is a lot better than the Bengals' defense.
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting Watson if I can.
Yeah.
But Chubb, I'm slapping him.
Absolutely.
It was refreshing seeing him get a lot of looks in the passing game too.
He's just so
for PPR.
good.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I don't know why he falls to end of the first or second round.
Because he's on the Browns.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
But there's nobody behind him now. Like, he's the guy. I mean, I would have taken him pretty early.
Yeah. If he was on the Chiefs, he'd be the second running back off the board besides CMC.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Anyone else you'd start with the Browns or no?
I'm starting Njoku.
Njoku?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, especially against a solid defense. Like,
Right.
he'll probably be heavy in the passing game.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Steelers, I'm not so far down on Harris yet, so I'm still starting him. Especially where people took him, you probably have to start him.
You have to plug him in.
I mean, Deontay Johnson might not play. I'm pretty sure it's like 98% he's not playing.
Yeah.
So Pickens is...
He's going to have to get the ball this
He's
game.
the only guy.
But, I mean, they... love how all the Steelers fans after the preseason, oh my God, we're going to be so good. Nope.
And everyone's high on Kenny Pickett and...
You look terrible.
Yeah. I
Terrible.
ain't picking him for anything.
No. I'm playing the Steelers D, though.
Yeah. They're good.
TJ Watt.
Yeah.
He's just a madman.
Yeah, they're another defense that will get you your 8 to 10 points at least.
Oh, yeah. At least.
Not those negative defense type teams.
For sure.
Yeah, that's kind of the wrap up for our week 2. Who you're kind of starting, who we're fading, and then just, again, who we don't want any part of. Hopefully week 2 is way better than week 1, personally, fantasy-wise, and just from, enjoyer of the game.
Yeah.
I want to watch some fun games. It was tough to watch.
It was tough to watch. I think it'll be better. There's some fun matchups this week, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
for sure. And yeah.
Actually, we didn't talk about the Packers and the Falcons because I went on that tangent.
That's true. Yeah, we can skip that. No, I'm just kidding.
You're starting the running backs.
That's all you need. Robinson.
Yeah.
And Aaron Jones if he plays. That's about it.
All right, there you go. And continue.
And no Kyle Pitts.
No.
Still no Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, get rid of him.
He stinks.
Yeah.
All right. That's about it. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Obviously, subscribe. Let us know who you like, who you don't like. Let us know if you agree or disagree with who we said. And yeah, we'll catch you next week for week 3 of the season.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, if we ain't your commish, stop being a bitch.